Today I'm going to tell you about 6 main differences between the Amazfit GTS 4 mini smartwatch and an Apple Watch. The biggest difference for me is the battery life. I'm someone that works out easily 6 times a week. I do a lot of running, use an elliptical. I'm also constantly using the stopwatch feature on my watch throughout my 8-hour workday. With the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch, despite running the GPS that long using that stopwatch feature, I can easily get 10 to 12 days out of my Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch, where with my previous Apple Watch, I could only get a day out of that and not even a full 24 hours. Often it would die before hitting the 18-hour mark with using that GPS function that much and a few of the other display features constantly being on. With the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch, the fact that I do not have to charge this every night is a huge win for me. The battery life is so much better than the Apple Watch, and if you're someone that doesn't use the GPS function as much, and depending on what other settings you have going, such as if you don't always have on display on or you're not tracking your heart rate every second, that watch can last up to 20 days. The second biggest difference is regarding the notifications and calls. On the Amazfit GTS 4 mini, while you're able to get all your notifications, such as your emails or text messages or different alerts from Facebook or other social media platforms, you cannot actually respond to those. On your Apple Watch, it's nice and easy because you can quickly type something out, or you can give a quick automatic response or a thumbs up. On the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch, while you get notifications, you are not able to receive different emojis. So if any of your friends are putting those in text messages, you will not be able to receive those. With Apple Watches, you can also make and receive phone calls. However, on the Amazfit GTS 4 mini, you can see the call coming through, but you are not able to actually answer that through your watch and do have to have your phone present. The third biggest difference, I think, is regarding the GPS. The Amazfit GTS 4 mini does have built-in GPS by using 5 different satellites to easily try to find your location, even in areas of poor reception. With this though, you have to know before starting a run or a walk, you do normally need to wait in place for approximately 10 seconds for it to help hone in on your location. This GPS, however, though, is very efficient, and this will not significantly drain your battery, as like I said, the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch will last you numerous days prior to having to think about recharging it, versus if you run your Apple Watch and you're constantly using that GPS, you will note that battery life draining a lot quicker. Your Apple Watch is going to be able to pick up and automatically detect any of those workouts, such as if you go out for a run and you forget to actually start your watch. The Amazfit GTS 4 mini will not be able to do this, and you will have to remember every time to make sure you are starting your workout. The fourth difference is regarding the App Store. On Apple Watches, when you go to the Apple Store, you're gonna have a lot of different apps to pick from, and it's gonna be a much larger selection than what you'll have in the Zepp app, which is what you'll use for your Amazfit watch. The apps in the Apple Watch store are going to be much more diverse. You're going to be able to have a lot more games, and you're also going to have a lot more options when it comes to different watch faces. The fifth biggest difference, I think, is the cost. There's a drastic difference between the Amazfit GTS 4 mini and any of the Apple Watches out there. The Amazfit GTS 4 mini is a very budget-friendly watch, which is going to run you approximately $100, and even if you catch it on sale, you can sometimes get it for only $90. This makes it a great option for people who want a smartwatch and a fitness tracker. Apple Watches have so many different models out there, but depending on the model, you're looking at roughly anywhere from like $200 to $400 or even a little bit more, depending on if you're getting that newest model out there. With that higher cost, you are getting the ease of the compatibility and the fact that if you have a Mac or other Apple products, these are all going to work seamlessly together. Finally, the last difference, I think, is in regards to what's going to be built into the watch. With the Apple Watches, you're going to have Siri that you're able to use for assistance. With the Amazfit GTS 4 mini, that is going to offer you Alexa. But I have noticed in my time with using the watch that I do sometimes run into connection issues. If this happens, I do have to go into that Zepp app and let it reload, and then it seems to work with no issues. This works really great if you use Alexa for a lot of things around your house. I found it really easy to talk into my watch to say, Alexa, turn on the lights, for instance. With my previous Apple Watch and having Siri, I haven't had any issues with connectivity, and it always seemed to work anytime I needed it. The voice assistance is going to depend on what you're currently using and what needs you have, but they'll both work very well, and it's going to be nice to allow you to set different timers or reminders. So ultimately, I feel those are the biggest differences when looking at the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch compared to an an Apple Watch. You really just need to decide what features are most important for you. And if you're someone that's looking for a budget smartwatch, I definitely think you're gonna like the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch and everything that it has to offer. If you're someone that wants to have all the latest and greatest features out there, you wanna have an app store that has a lot of variety, I think you're definitely gonna be happier with an Apple Watch. If you're someone that's looking for a watch that has a very long battery life and is affordable, I think you are gonna like going with the Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch. If you're someone that does have this watch, let me know what you think about it and how it's working out for you. I'm gonna be making some other content around this Amazfit GTS 4 mini watch, so be on the lookout for that. So if you're looking to pick up any of these, there's gonna be a link in the comments below. But thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.